Yes, so radio button list. So radio buttons user to select user select only one item from the list of items. Okay, radio buttons list. User can select only one item, list of items, list of items. User can select only one item from list of items. Like we can use this radio buttons list in the scenario like gender. Okay, so in gender field, you can select only one item, either male or female or other. Okay, so syntax input type equal to radio, type equal to radio, and value equal to gender, okay, and male. Okay, and then input type equal to radio, value equal to gender. Okay, so give this value is equal for all the list items. Okay, for all the items, so that we can select only one item from list of options. Okay, so you can select only one option from these three options. Okay, so every time you can select only one option. So one example on radio button list. Okay, so we are implementing sign up form. So date of birth and qualifications and upload resume and address. Here you can take one more column, more row, gender and TD. So copy these three and paste here. Okay, so first run this example. Okay, in gender field, so male, female and other. So we select male. Okay, so female and other both are unselected. We select name. Okay, so if you select male, so these two are unselected. If you select other, these two are unselected. Okay, so every time only one option you can select. And next one is, so that here we have to give the name. Okay, name attribute value is same. Okay, in name attribute give the value is same for the selection. And next one is list box. So list box also same as the text box. Okay, it is similar to a text box, and here it shows declared number of text rows. Declared number of text rows, and gives the user select list of choices. Okay, gives the user select list of choices. So it is similar to text box, and it shows declared number of rows, declared number of text rows. Okay, text rows, and gives the user gives the user a list of choices. List of choices. Okay, so syntax. So same as select. Okay, same as drop down list. Okay, so like this we can take the options. Okay, so in the list box, select multiple. Okay, so this is the one attribute we have to give to select the multiple options. Like for example, okay, test field. Okay, multiple equal to multiple. Okay, so replace the example. So here it shows the output like this. Okay, we can select multiple options. Okay, from the list of choices. So okay, by holding control key, we can select multiple options. Okay, so without control key, we can select only one option. So this is the list box, and so HTML div and span elements. HTML div and span tags. Okay, so the div tag defines a division or a selection. Div tag defines defines a uh, defines a division or a selection in HTML. Okay, in HTML document. So div tag is used to group block elements to format them with the CSS. So div tag is used to group block elements block elements to format them with the CSS. Okay, and the div tag has no special meaning. Div tag has no special meaning. Has no special meaning, and it has to require the attributes like style, ID. Okay, and those are common. So because it is a black level element, and the browser will display line breaks before and after it. Next to span. Span tag also has no special meaning. Has no special meaning, and the required attributes is style, class, and ID. Okay, and no required attributes, but recommended attributes is style to apply the CSS styles. Style and class attributes are common, and the span tag is used to group inline elements in a document. Style tag is used to group inline elements. Okay, inline elements in a document. Okay, so create an HTML form, define span. Okay, so take div tag, one div tag. Okay, so this is the block. Okay, this is the block. So div tag is a block. Okay, used to group block elements to format them with the CSS. Okay, so we can insert group block elements in the div tag, and to apply the CSS. And there is no has no special meaning for the div tag, and we can apply, we can use style, okay, or class attribute to apply the CSS for the div tag. So div tag some block to display the some content. Okay, and we can insert span tag also. Okay, in div tag. So span tag has no special meaning, and here and no required attributes, but we can use style and class also. Okay, to apply the CSS classes, and we cannot insert div tag in span. Okay, we cannot insert div tag in span. Okay, so here it is showing the message element div cannot be nested within element span. Okay, in div tag we can insert span, but in span we cannot insert div tag. And the next one is next element iframe tag. Iframe tag. So iframe tag is used to display web page within a web page. This tag is used to display web page within a web page, and and also we can display another website another website within our web page. Okay, another website also we can display within our web page, and also we can play YouTube videos within our web page. Okay, so the syntax is iframe and source attribute to provide the path, like a website path or web page path or YouTube video URL path. Okay, and height. Okay, height and width. Okay, and iframe close tag. So source attribute is used to provide the path for the iframe and height of the iframe and width of the iframe. Okay, so we can provide the width and height. So for example,
Hello,
create one HTML form.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to display some HTML form within this iframe.html form. Okay, iframe source equal to, I want to display image tag. Okay, image tag.html form. Okay, so this is one HTML form, and height 200 pixels and width 250 pixels. Okay, so now run this example. So this is the HTML form. Okay, uh, image tag.html form. Just give the value. Okay, 600. Okay, so this is the height and width of the iframe. So within this iframe, okay, this form is displaying. Okay, image tag.html form. Okay, this form is displaying in this. So next, I want to display another website within our web form. Okay, so like I want to display Yahoo. Okay, so now run this example. Okay, some websites are not displayed because the restrictions. Uh, like we can use double3schools.com. Okay, so double3schools website, total website is displayed in our web form. Okay, so total website is displayed. So and the next, so I want to display I want to play YouTube video here. So like open YouTube, select anyone, okay, and copy the embed code, okay, copy the embed code and paste here, okay. So total iframe tag is copied, okay, total iframe is copied and with the URL, okay, and height width also, frame border 0 and allow full screen, okay. So now you can play this video in our web form. Allow full screen and autoplay, autoplay equal to 1. Okay, so automatically it will play the video. So here we have to give the autoplay option. Okay, so these are the elements. So these are the tags and HTML5 new features. Like already we discussed about doc type. Okay, in first day class. So new doc type. New doc type. So actually in HTML5, so we can write the first tag. Can write doc type tag like doc type HTML. So directly we can write like this. In older versions of HTML, so we need to write like so okay, we have to write like this. Okay, in older versions of HTML. Okay, in older versions we have to write like this. Okay, so this is one new feature and figure element in HTML. So figure element is used to display the image and the image description. Okay, and the top of the image or bottom of the image. Okay, we can display the description in the top of the image or bottom of the image. So figure element. You can display image with the description. Okay, so with the description. So figure tag syntax, syntax, figure tag, figure tag, and in this figure tag use image tag image tag and source, so image path. Okay, so image path we have to give, and the height of the image and the width of the image. Okay, so after that, so fig caption, so fig caption, so fig caption tag, so fig caption tag contains image description, so we can use here paragraph to display the image description. Okay, so image description here. So add one HTML form, figure tag, so this figure tag, okay, so image path is already we have one image, this other JPG. Okay, so URL, so in image folder we have this other JPG file and 200 pixels and width also 200 pixels, and here image description. Okay, so image with image description. So like this we can display by using this element. And one more feature is no more types for scripts and links. No more types for scripts and links. So here in older versions of HTML, so we need to take the type attribute for the script tags and the link tags. Okay, link tags. So like to call the JavaScript files or CSS files, we have to provide the type. Okay, like a type equal to text JavaScript or text CSS. Okay, to call the CSS files, we need to provide the type attribute with the text CSS, and to call the JavaScript files, we have to provide the type attribute and with text JavaScript. Okay, so but in HTML5, no need to specify the type attribute when we are calling the scripts and links. Okay, scripts and CSS files. So to call the JavaScript file in HTML form, So in older versions, scripts, script and source, script to source, and the JS file path, and the type attribute we need to provide type text JavaScript and close the tag. Okay, so to call the CSS file .css files, to call the CSS files, use link tag and href attribute and .css file path and the type attribute text CSS and the relation attribute style sheet then I want to close this tag. Okay, so like this we need to call the CSS files in old versions of HTML. Okay, but in HTML5 no need to provide type attribute. HTML5 in HTML5 no need to call write this. Okay, no need to specify the type attribute. Okay, so directly we can write like this. So for example, so here we have one div tag. Okay, and I want to add a CSS class. Okay, for this div tag. So this div tag contains figure element and id equal to div1. So I want to add the CSS file. Okay, add style sheet, my styles, and border color. Okay, border 4 pixel, double line border, and border, and the text color. Text color is red color. Okay, so I want to call this CSS file in figure tag.html form. So use link and href equal to mystyles.css and the type attribute. Okay, text CSS and relation attribute style sheet. Okay, so we have to call this. We have to call the CSS file like this. So run this example. Okay, so total div tag, border color, and border style, and border color, and text color is div tag with text content. Color is red color. Okay, so this is uploaded. We call the JavaScript files. My.js. So for example, take one button here, input type equal to button. Okay, so button and value equal to click on me, and close this button. Okay, so to run the JavaScript function. Okay, so write function, my function, just run the sample alert box to display sample alert box to JavaScript. Okay, like you click run button. Okay, you click run button. So when you click on the button to run the JavaScript function, okay, we have to call the script file like source equal to my.js and type equal to text JavaScript. Okay, and close this. And for button, on click event. Okay, my function. So now run this example. Okay, click on me button. Okay, some JavaScript function is executed. So here we call the JavaScript file. Okay, with the type attribute. So now we can remove this attribute. Okay, so directly we can call the JavaScript file and CSS file. Okay, we are removing type attribute. So now refresh this example. Okay, same styles is applied and you can click on button. So JavaScript function is executed. Okay, so this is the no more types for scripts and links and the content editable. Content editable feature. So to in the browser we can update the content. So using this feature we can update the content in the browser. Okay, the new browsers have a nifty new attributes that can be applied to elements. So there are a variety of users for something like this, including an app as sample, as a to-do list. So for example, content editable. So add HTML form, content editable, take div tag, okay, and add some content here, okay, in div tag. Okay, so assume that this is sample content in div tag. Okay, so run this example. Okay, div tag content is displaying here. So now you want to edit the content in the browser. Okay, so now we can use content editable attribute equal to true. Okay, so now you can edit the content in the browser. Okay, so here, okay, so like this you can edit the content. Okay, so this is not a text box. Okay, so this content we can edit using this attribute. Next one is local storage. I will explain this local storage in AngularJS. Okay, and email inputs. So email inputs. So for example, we can validate the text box. Okay, email text box like this. Input type equal to email. Okay, this value is added in HTML5. This new one type equal to email is added in HTML5. So in older versions of HTML, there is no email type. Okay, for the text boxes. Placeholder equal to email. Enter your email. So now run this example. Okay, so user can enter only email formats only. So now take one button, type equal to button, value, save. Okay, so value save. tag. Okay, so here it is showing the message. Okay, please include an @ in the email address. Okay, so he is missing an @ so compulsory we have to include the @ and gmail.com. Okay, so for the it is just the email format. So this text box accepts only email format only. So this is the so I will explain local storage in AngularJS. And, so HTML5, SVG and Canvas also is there. Okay, so by using SVG and Canvas tags, we can implement the graphics. Okay, we can implement graphics by using Canvas and SVG. Okay, so compulsory we have to use JavaScript to implement the uh, graphics in HTML form. Okay, with the using of JavaScript, we can implement graphics by using Canvas element. So graphics. Okay, so I will explain this graphic and Canvas and SVG elements in JavaScript. Okay, so using through JavaScript only we can implement graphics. So that's it for today, and HTML concepts are also completed.